Hello everybody. Well, my name is Erin Kurt and I am a spiritual teacher who assists women around the world in how to live and manifest an exquisite, elegant life for themselves. Today I want to talk about your life. How are you going to live so that you make your life happy? When we start to talk about this, we talk about two different things. We talk about your concept of yourself. What is your self-concept? What do you believe life is? How do you believe life is meant to be lived? And what a lot of women in particular, and men, but we're just talking to women here, have been trained to believe is that you study hard, then you go to university, and then you get a job, and you work hard, and you try to set goals, and you try to, compete and get higher in that job, and you get married, and then you have children, and then you get that house, and then you pay your taxes, and you fill out forms, and you go on a holiday every once in a while, and then you have grandchildren, and then you just kind of live the rest of your life, and then that's it. Now, how does that bring excitement and joy to your soul? Tell me, on a scale of 1 to 10, where does that on the joy scale? Probably not very high. And yet that is what we've all been trained to do. That's life. That's what living is. And the very reason that I'm here teaching the elegant life philosophy is to help you reprogram back to actually what the divine concept for your life is. It is not about coming here, getting more knowledge, competing, achieving, owning, just all of these basic things. It's not that we want to shun those things. Those actually can bring some joy. But if it's all, that doesn't bring us happiness. It doesn't bring us fulfillment. Ask any of my clients who have come who are high achievers. And they come and they say, where's the joy? Where's the happiness? Where's the fulfillment? I don't see it. I don't feel it. It's because that is the self-concept that they were living through. That's the beliefs they had about living and life. So we have to start retraining ourselves, ladies, as to what living is. And the divine perspective on what life is about expanding, growing, experiencing. That's what it's about. And when you do that, when you let your soul guide you instead of society's expectations, family expectations, partner expectations, anybody's expectations, when you go with your soul desires and your soul's impulses, no matter how crazy they seem, that is when you experience this coherence, this harmony between what you know you want and what you're actually doing. That's the definition of happiness, really, truly. When what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony with what your soul wants. So let's see, how do we do this? Where do you even start? You start getting really honest with what your soul wants. And I really recommend writing this down. I did this so many years ago with my husband, actually, and we said, what kind of a life is it that we really want? If we could have the ideal life, the ideal day, what would that be? And you got to get honest with yourself and give yourself permission to put things down on that list. I have had complete opposites when I've done this exercise with private clients. Some people want bigger, but feel guilty for wanting the bigger. And I have to say, the universe is all about expansion. So why would you feel like you have to live in the limited way? Go for the expansion. That's what the universe's essence is, ever expanding. And then on the other side, I've had to give permission to people who were living by keeping up with the Joneses and having the 3 big cars and the big house and the big life and the big this. And all they wanted was simplicity. They just wanted a simple life, but they didn't want to have to keep proving in their cultures or societies that they grew up in to just prove that, I still, look at me, I'm doing okay. When in reality, they wanted a simple life, a beautiful home, but a smaller home. They didn't need to go on these lavish trips. They just actually wanted to go stay somewhere in a very simple, humble place. But they didn't feel like they could share that with their community that would judge them. You have to get honest about what it is you truly want. And then next week, click the subscribe bell and click the notification bell, because I'm going to share with you what you do in the next step. But the first step is always, always, always about getting honest with yourself about what your soul really wants. And then taking action from that point of view, that perspective. And then giving yourself permission to live that. Make it an elegant day, and I will see you next week where we take this to the very next level.